race cars, real racetrack, real drivers, real pace truck. Heck, we even have real announcers too. MaxSpeedTV and LeafCars.com brings iRacing to your home on YouTube. Watch the next round of the Leaf Direct 100 iRacing Series Tuesday night on a virtual Southern National Motorsports Park.
Here comes the 66 of Ethan Johnson.
Featuring drivers, spotters, and crew members from Southern National and Wake County Speedway, competing for a virtual Leaf Direct 100 trophy. Watch live on MaxSpeed TV's YouTube channel and on Facebook at Leaf Cars.
All right, welcome race fans. Tonight, here we are with the Nora Truck Series at Chicagoland. It will be going into the nighttime here sometime during the race, I guess. But looking at what we got going on here tonight, we do have the Extreme Motorsports 99 ARCA Series. And then tune in tomorrow night for the highly anticipated North NASCAR Cup Series, which are running the 1987s cars. They will be at Rockingham tomorrow night, and the LeafCars.com series, a very, very popular series that these guys are running. So you want to make sure you tune in for either one of those tomorrow night, or both. All right, let's look at the race analytics coming into tonight. Looks like it got just about a 2 or 3 mile an hour wind, 74-degree air temperature, 77-degree track temperature. They're doing 150 laps here tonight, 225 miles. Tire window about 40 to 50 laps. Fuel window about 40 to 50 laps. They're saying they're getting about 45, 46, but you could possibly maybe save an extra lap or so. So I just left it at 40 to 50. And pit road speed 50 mile an hour. So that's the race analytics coming in tonight. Now they do run 2 stages here. And first stage will be lap 37. Second stage will be lap 74. And then, of course, the final stage will be the end of the race. But let's look at the race points coming into tonight. Joshua Susi still holding on to a pretty commanding point lead over Josh Conover by 40 points. Nathan Shiflett in third, 97 points back. Martin Plude in fourth, 104 behind. Torn Shirts in fifth, 139 back. Joshua Banks in sixth, 150 behind. I could turn them cars down just a little for now. Brian Jones in seventh, 159 back. Alexander Edelman will be in eighth, 166 behind. Blade Timmons in ninth, 172 back. Mark Arthur has continued to drop the last couple of weeks because he hasn't been here. But he goes back to 10th place, 175 behind. Jason Conover in 11th, 192 back. Jackson Trina will be 12th, 193 behind. Keegan Bitzer in 13th, 200 back. Davey Hendricks in 14th, 213 back. Todd Schneider in 15th, 227 behind. Tyler Hargrove in 16th, 232 back. Jake Boyer in 17th, 236 back. Dustin Hall in 18th, 264 back. Trevor Baker in 19th, 266 back. And round out top 20, Randy McCanney, 289 points behind the leader. So that is your points coming into tonight. And right now, Bruce Ackerman is at the top of the leaderboard. Josh Conover second. Brian Jones third. Joshua Susi fourth. And Keegan Bitzer. They're in the top 5. Hey, Michael, how you doing? Napa, how's it going? Tyreek, how's everybody doing tonight? Michael probably already left. He was there, but he's already left. Yeah, I seen that, Tyreek. Yeah, 7/1000ths of a second. That was a pretty awesome finish. I hated to see my man Truex get taken out, though. He finished back in 25th because he got taken out. He was running in like 10th or 11th when that big crash happened. And that was a shame. A lot of cars, good cars, got taken out of that race. But yeah, I liked it, though. Ryan Blaney won. That was pretty cool. It was a heck of a finish. Yeah, I think we better leave that alone for now there, Tyreek. There's Michael. He's back. All right. Napa, Josh Conover would be a good pick. But I'll tell you what, the way Joshua Susi always seems to be there at the end of the races to pull out these wins, that's what's been keeping him in that point lead. And with a 40-point lead right now, he could afford to not have a good finisher tonight, but whether he will or not, that remains to be seen. I don't know. We'll see how he does. But yeah, Conover's a good pick. That's a really good pick. I hope my voice holds up for this. My allergies are kind of kicking in here. We were outside doing some yard work today, and boy, it really kicked my allergies into high gear. And always seems to affect my nose and my throat. So hopefully my voice holds up here tonight. But don't forget to tune in tomorrow night, folks. The LeithCars.com and the Nork Cup Series, the NASCAR Cup Series, and they are going to be running the 1987 cars at Rockingham. So 2 excellent broadcasts coming up tomorrow night right here on MaxSpeedTV. Make sure you tune in for them. Them are going to be pretty awesome races. All right, folks. Well, we're going to step away for the national anthem here in just a second, and we'll be back with qualifying. So stay tuned.
So proudly we hailed, and the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket track the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land under the free, and the home of the brave, much to say. Stand of the brave, the U.S. of A. Oh, say, just that star spangled banner, yeah, wave for the land of the free, and the
This is Rio of Madison Rising, and you're watching Max Speed TV.
All right, folks, we're back, and qualifying's just getting underway, so you haven't missed anything yet. Nobody's turned in a time yet, anyhow. All right, there we go. We got Alex Edelman right now at the top of the leaderboard. Jake Boyer's second. And there goes Blade Timmons to the top now, number 7. A pretty good lap there by Blade. And Brian Jones takes that top spot away from Blade Timmons with a 30.8. Still got some guys out here, though. Conover's out here. Joshua Susi. Let's see what he turns in on his first lap right here. In the number 81, he's going to come in. Where's that put him? 3rd place on his first lap. We got about 19 drivers here tonight. Just a nice size field. 150 laps, running 2 stages here. Lap 37 for the first stage. Lap 74 for the second stage. And then, of course, the final will be the end of the race. Couple notes here, though. They have no quick fixes. If you get damage on it, you've got to go to pit road and get it fixed up. And they do have a 24 incident limit, though. If you get 24 incidents, you will be automatically disqualified from the race. But I don't think we've had anybody this season been disqualified at all. So, and another thing too is they have unlimited green-white checkers. But we have not had to use not even one green-white checkered all season. Isn't that something? You don't hear of that too often. When you got green-white checkers, sometimes the guys race it pretty hard there at the end. And well, it looks like the best Josh Conover is going to get his 3rd. Oh, make that 4th because Dustin Hall just beat him. And Joshua Susi, our points leader, going to be starting 8th. There's enough races left. We could have like about 4 drivers battling it out at the end of the season. So, all right, looks like everybody's taking a time here that is going to take a time. And we had everybody qualified except for one. Chad Angle did not take a qualifying time. Yeah, there's some pretty nice, I agree with you, pretty nice looking paint jobs out there tonight. All right, folks, well, we will be going into the nighttime, so, but anyhow, for now, let's get them started on the MaxSpeedTV starting grid. Brian Jones takes the pole with a 30.874. Holds on to that pretty solid run right there, man. That was great. And close by, I'll tell you what is that, 7 1,000ths of a second. Second place, Bruce Ackerman. Great job, man. Bruce Ackerman, second place. Dustin Hall will start in third. Josh Conover, fourth. In row number 3, Tyler Hargrove, fifth. And Joshua Banks, sixth. In row number 4, Chris Hughes in seventh. Joshua Susi, our points leader, starting in eighth. In row number 5, in the ninth place, Torn Shirts. And in 10th, Martin Plute. In row number 6, Blade Timmons. Blade Timmons had a pole there for a little while, but he will start in 11th. Alex Edelman, 12th. In row number 7, Corey Danielson, 13th. Jake Boyer, 14th. In row number 8, Nathan Shiflett starting 15th. Keegan Bitzer in 16th. In row number 9, Todd Schneider will start 17th. Matt Stovall, 18th. And rounding out the field in the 10th row in 19th position, Chad Angle. That is your MaxSpeedTV starting grid. Yeah, Reese's truck is pretty sweet, ain't it, Napa? Yeah, it's pretty sweet. Another league I run in, a guy runs a Reese's car and runs the Gen 6 and Reese's car, and it looks pretty awesome. All right, here we go. A lot of these guys do have real sponsors too, folks, just to kind of let you know. Like Business Insider, that's a real business, and these are actual sponsors that some of these guys do have. Now, I'm sure Light Beer's probably not a sponsor on the number 5 there, but some of these drivers, like I said, some of these drivers do have real sponsors. Well, they should look pretty good under the lights once we get into the nighttime here. It looks like it's clouding over, no sunshine on the track, so mostly cloudy skies. Here as we get ready to go green. All right, here we go. Pace car's in. Brian Jones brings him to the green flag.
Green flag, green flag.
And there it is. We're underway here in Chicagoland. All right, good pass, or trying to make a pass on the outside. The number 5 there, Bruce Ackerman. Not able to complete that pass on the outside yet. The outside line just has not come in yet. And here comes Dustin Hall into third. Josh Conover drops it down into the bottom row. He'll be riding in the 4th position right now. They're leaving Bruce Ackerman stuck up on the high side. More guys back here. They're still too wide. They haven't got it sorted out yet. Martin Flute into 9th place, picking up 1 position. And here comes Torn Shirt. Torn Shirt's had a good run last week. Excellent run last week. I would have liked to seen him win that, but that would have been pretty cool. So far, Brian Jones has led both laps. I'm really impressed with the run here Bruce Ackerman's having, though, on that outside. He's actually hanging in there pretty good. Josh Conover to the inside will complete that pass on Bruce Ackerman. He goes into 3rd. Josh Conover into 2nd. Now that puts Bruce or Brian Jones in the back. Oh, we got one into the wall back there. Let me see who that was. No, it wasn't him. Who was that? Joshua Banks? Nope. Joshua Susie looks like. Got into the wall. Oh, no. That's our points leader. Go back and take a look at this. Susie in trouble early. I don't know if there was any contact here or what, but Torn Shirts comes up underneath him and gets into the back of Susie, and he spins it up into the wall. He didn't spin it, I guess. He just slid it. Not a very bad hit, but enough to do some damage, and that may be just enough maybe to slow him down a little bit. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, yeah, tires are going to be key here, yeah. Well, that's why I put the tire window about the same as the fuel window, because these guys, when they come to pit road to get fuel, they are going to take tires, and vice versa. When they come in to take tires, they're going to take fuel. So, but right now, it looks like the guys are going to stay out here. They're trying to, I guess they're battling for track position. Right now, Dustin Hall, looking pretty good. He doesn't want to give up that position. The only one that come to pit road was Joshua Susie. He's coming in to get that truck looked at. It's got some dents and some battle scars on it, some bruises, but I think he'll be all right. He can get it fixed a little bit under caution here, and he'll be okay. Well, let me see here. Torn Shirts, you got a copy?
Yes, I do.
What happened there, brother? What was, from your perspective, what happened? It looked like maybe Susie might have come down on you, or did you just go into the corner a little harder than he did?
I had a run, so I cut down below, and he came down on me, but he sees it another way. But I'm not the only one that's seen it my way, so we'll see what happens here.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't look to be that bad damage. I think he'll be okay. Just a little superficial damage, and I think if he gets it fixed up, he'll be okay. But how's your truck running tonight? Pretty good?
Yeah, I'm running great. The right front's a little crammed in right now. We'll see what that does, and we'll see what happens with him trying to retaliate later on.
You really think he'll do that?
I really do. He's been mad. He's been calling me out, so we'll see what happens.
Oh, man. Well, I hope not. All right. Well, good luck the rest of the race out there, Torn. All right. Well, we hope that don't happen. Lucy does go a lap down. He's still sitting on pit road with damage. We'll get these cautions out of here early because, man, they had some long green flag runs last week, and it was some great racing, man. It was a great finish. Just a really good racing. These guys know how to do it, man. I'm telling you, they are great racers. Conover sitting there on the outside in second. We'll see if the lights go out this time by. No, they're staying on. Wow, extra length caution here tonight. I'm kind of surprised at that. Like Susie's still sitting on pit road. He goes 2 laps down now. Guys are laying way back off of the pace car. Waiting to see if it's going to go, the lights are going to go out this time or not. And yes, they do. They go out. So we're going green next time. Bye, folks. You're restarting on lap 11. Well, the front four have been running really well. Been staying right pretty close together. And if you could tell these guys when they go into the corner, they're really not lifting off the gas that much on these new tires. So, I mean, they might as well be new. They've only got about 5 or 6 laps on them. So. All right, pace car heads in again. And Dustin Hall right on the loud pedal. Oh, big jump there by Conover. And he's going to take over the lead. Wow, very good job for Josh Conover to take over the lead. He got that bonus point on that too, so knocks that out. That's another one he's gaining on Susie. And Susie is back out on the track, but he is 2 laps down. We'll check on him here and see how he's running. He's at the back of the field. He's still got a little bit of damage on his truck. But he can keep getting that fixed up there under caution. Dustin Hall, man, he led the first few laps of the race, and now he's tucked right up underneath Josh Conover. Not letting Josh get out there too awful far. And something about this track, folks, some of you may or may not be aware of, is that transition. They like to drop it down there on the front stretch down onto the apron. And that transition sometimes going up onto the track can really upset that truck. So we will be watching for that to see if anybody struggles with that tonight. There's like a place to come up on, and then there's some places you don't want to come up on. The transition's different and greater, so you don't really want to do that. But Conover, he takes it down there once again and holds on to that lead. Side by side back here, Bruce Ackerman and Brian Jones going at it. And Tyler Hargrove gets into the picture here. Also, Martin Plouffe. Martin's picked up 4 positions since the start of the race. So he's coming to the front. Blade Timmons in 7th place. He didn't quite. We thought he was going to hold on to the pole there for a while until some of these other guys out-qualified him, but he still qualified 11th. That's a good starting position. You're about almost mid-pack. Kind of feel out the race and see how things are going to go for you. So he's looking good. Nathan Shiflett picking up 7 positions since the start of the race. And that's a good move forward. And of course, Napa's favorite looking truck right there, the Reese's truck. Yeah, that's Napa's favorite looking truck, ain't it, Napa? Yeah, it is a pretty sweet looking truck, I gotta say. Yep, pretty sweet looking. Right behind him, Jake Boyer in the United Rentals Chevrolet. Picking up 4 positions since the start of the race. Just a little bit of passing going on. I'm not sure how much, but it looks like the guys are starting to get a little racy here. Tyler Hargrove now up to 3rd place. So he picked up a couple of positions there. He got by that battle between Bruce Ackerman and Brian Jones. He passed those guys. He said, you guys can battle all you want. I'm getting by. Thank you. Josh Conover's still looking pretty strong, but Dustin Hall's not letting him get too far out away from him. Staying right within about 2 to 3 tenths. And Joshua Banks takes his car behind the wall, folks. He is out of the race. And that moved Joshua Susi up 1 more position, but it looks like Susi, he's struggling with that truck right now. That damage has really knocked the handling out of that truck. And I just hope he can get it back up there. Conover, Hall, and Hargrove. Here comes Hargrove to the bottom. And he's going to get that 2nd position away from Dustin Hall. Dustin finding out what it's like to run in dirty air right now. Still battling. Bruce Ackerman. Now he comes up on the inside of Dustin Hall. Puts Dustin back to 4th. Yeah, it's a whole different story when you're in the dirty air. You know, you get to feel what that dirty air feels like. These trucks are pretty horrible about that. They just do not handle well in clean or in dirty air. Excuse me. Clean air, they feel really good. As you can tell, Josh Conover is actually pulling away now. He's out to about a half a second. Here comes Ackerman back to the inside of Tyler Hargrove to try to get that 2nd place back. crosses the line, but he still has not completed the pass. Okay, now he does. All right. Because sometimes they can get a run off the corner, and that was probably hard for Tyler Hargrove right there. He probably had to lift a little bit. And lifting in these trucks, man, that's horrendous because you lose all that momentum and all that horsepower. Coming up on some lap traffic. Or no, I guess not. Sorry. I was thinking he might be coming up on Susie here pretty soon. Joshua Susie is really off the pace. See, what's he running for speed? About 167, 8, 9, 70, 172. 172 going into the corner. He might not be that bad a shape. He, just might not be that bad a shape. Let's see what Conover does going into turn 3 now. Oh, much faster. Look at that. About 176. So he's about 4 or 5 miles an hour quicker. That's not that much, though. Bruce Ackerman still hanging on to second. I'll tell you what, they're not letting Conover get out there too far. They are not. You could tell when he drops it down onto that apron and then comes back up on that transition right there, that can catch you. And but he does a great job of it. There's, like I said, there's a place there to come back up on where it's actually, you're not like, it doesn't get the truck so out of shape. You can handle it. Go back and check on Alex Edelman. Alex back to 11th place. Matt Stovall, 12th. Nice looking Napa Chevrolet there. Got some stars and stripes on it, a little patriotic. That's awesome. Todd Schneider, quite a ways back. Running in 13th place. The last one on the lead lap right now, Corey Danielson. I don't know what happened to Torn Shirt, but Torn Shirt was on pit road and just went 2 laps down. All the better for Joshua Susie, though. He can pick up another position. He'll be passing him here right directly. And there he goes. He goes just past up Torn Shirt and goes into 15th. So Susie's making a little bit of a comeback. He's kind of like in a race of his own right now. Just he's nobody to race with. He's just racing against himself right now, and just trying to pick up as many positions as he can to make up for that hard lick he took into the wall there earlier. So, but he'll be all right. Conover looking to try to close that gap in point between him and Susie. That's a 40-point deficit he's looking at right now coming into tonight. So if he can make some more points, make some points up on Susie going into next week, that would be awesome. And as a matter of fact, I just got to thinking about something. I do believe... No, they race next week. Yeah, they race next week at Pocono. But then they're off over the holiday, and they won't be back until July 13th. Yeah, so they'll miss a week in there. So they do race next week at Pocono. And that should be a pretty good race. Let's check on our pass leader here, Dustin Hall. Dustin's really struggling right now in this dirty air. And on these older tires too, folks. Just think, these guys have been out here already 32 laps on them tires. Of course, there was about 4 or 5 laps under caution there. But that still puts some pretty healthy amount of time on the tires. So, but he's feeling this dirty air back here now. Can't get back to the front. Blade Timmons just ahead of him in 6th place. Blade looking pretty strong here tonight. Started 11th, running in 6th place. Conover keeps pulling that, extending that lead out. He's almost to, well, he's just a little over 3/4 of a second. So he's almost at a full second lead over Bruce Ackerman right now. And we're probably, I'm going to say 10 laps away from pit stops here. Maybe 12. About maybe 12 laps away from the first round of pit stops for most of these guys. We had a couple in the back that did stop. Susie, of course, I think he's the only one that's been to pit road so far. And Nathan Shiflett takes his car behind the wall. So 2 guys have dropped out of the race now. They're running about 2 seconds slower than they were on their fastest lap. So that's how much these tires have gone away, folks, after 36 laps. That's a lot. Hargrove into 3rd. Picking up 2 positions since the start of the race. Looking good, looking nice and strong here. So they get through the next round of pit stops. Matter of fact, we're going to have a caution right here, folks. Should be the stage caution. And that's going to make Josh Conover our first stage winner. I forgot about the stages. You guys got to remind me of that. All right, stage 1 winner, Josh Conover. Well, as they get caught up to traffic here, let me see if we can get a word in with Josh real quick here before they make their pit stop. Josh Conover, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, looking good there. You got the first stage out of the way there, brother. And Susie had a little problem, so this may help you gain a little ground on him in the point.
Yeah, after last week, he got the win and gained a couple on us. And Banks had some internet issues, so he's already out. So this will be huge. We get a playoff point for the stage win, so we're actually tied with Susie now, I think, at 8.
Very nice.
Just, getting the 10 extra points to kind of close the gap for the regular season point championship to get those bonus points, too, is huge.
Right. All right, brother. Well, I'll let you go. I just want to congratulate you on your stage win. Good job.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. All right. I don't want to bother them when they're coming into pit road, but yeah, big congratulations to Josh Conover. Definitely a good points night so far. Been a good points night for him. So wish him the best of luck in the second stage. All right, 4 tires, full tank of fuel. And they're looking for stage lap number 74 next. And Josh Conover did get out first. Very good. First one off of pit road, he'll maintain that lead. He's got 29 laps led right now. Discount Tire Chevrolet. In fact, I think I know they've been running a lot of it. Gosh, I remember looking. I think it was last week. I didn't see anybody running a Ford. Nobody's running Fords. We've got 1, 2, 3 Toyotas on the track right now, and all the rest are Chevrolets. That's pretty impressive. That's pretty impressive. A lot of Chevrolets out there tonight. The bow tie. Running the bow tie on that car. Well, this should be a pretty quick stage here because they're just going to lap 74. And by the time we get started here, it's going to be like, I don't know, lap 41 or 2. So it'll be a short stint there. But good news is Torn Shirts will get one of his laps back. Susie did get one of his laps back, and he is now only 1 lap down instead of 2. And he continues to try to get that damage fixed on the truck. It's really showing that damage has really knocked the momentum out of that truck. His speed's just not there. I'm sure the handling is not there. So we'll see how that plays out for Joshua Susie. All right, we're still waiting on the lights to go out. Oh, these caution laps lately have been like an extra lap. And I heard somebody say something about, I can't remember, somebody said something about that the other day that since the update, it's made the caution like an extra lap on the caution. They said something about the UI too. I don't know what that meant, whether you set it up under the UI, the new UI or something, that it doesn't do that, or I can't remember. I guess it's immaterial, doesn't really matter, but I think that's why we're getting the extra caution. All right. So Cono, we're going to start on the outside, Brian Jones on the inside. Bruce Ackerman and Tyler Hargrove, Martin Flute, Blade Timmons, Chris Hughes, and Dustin Hall, Jake Boyer, and Alex Edelman. That is your top 10. We get ready to go back green. Well, thank you for joining us here tonight, folks. We appreciate it very much. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up on the video there and subscribe if it's your first time here on MaxSpeedTV. You can check out our full broadcast schedule at MaxSpeedTV.com and follow us on Facebook at Facebook.com/MaxSpeedTV. Pace cars in, Conover on the loud pedal, green, green, green. Very good start there by Tyler Hargrove. He's going to get that run on the outside, and we haven't seen the outside come in just quite yet. But on these new tires, that is the time to make that move. But the thing of it is that inside line is going to be so much better. Conover trying to break that draft. He takes it clear to the bottom. Not letting these guys draft him. Still side by side. Tyler Hargrove and Brian Jones going at it. I almost called him Brian Johnson. I thought, oh, used to play for AC/DC? I guess he still does. This is a good race between these two right here, but it looks like Brian Jones might come out on top of that battle. The thing of it is they need to get it sorted out, because the more they battle side by side, there we go, he finally got it. The more they battle side by side, the further Conover's pulling away. See now Brian Jones, look at this, how he closes that gap up on him, because he's not side by side with Tyler Hargrove anymore. Making a difference now. Look at this, right on the back bumper there of Josh Conover. Man. Not even a car length between them right now. Looking very good. Go back here, check on Chris Hughes. Chris started 7th, running back in 8th place. Alec Edelman now looking to the inside. Contact between them two. Chris Hughes had to go up the track a little bit. Wow, Edelman gave him the old punt in the side there. That was kind of a cheap shot. See, check in on Susie here. He's still at the back of the pack here, but he's lost the draft, lost everything. Truck's still handling like dirt. And but he's making up some ground here anyhow. He's up to 15th. He's doing all right. Conover and Jones right close together, I'm telling you. Can't get a whole lot closer. I mean, the only way you could get a little closer there would be doing a little bump drafting, but you don't want to do the bump drafting in the corners, boys, because, man, that's a quick way to spin somebody out. Down across that apron, back up onto the track into that transition. You can see it. I mean, the apron is flat, but the track is banked. So you come up off of that flat and hit that white line and back up onto the track. It does kind of unload the truck just temporarily. I mean, just for a split second there as it makes the transition. But you kind of got to do it quick. As you'll watch here as Conover does it again. He drops it down there quick and back up onto the track quick. So it doesn't affect the feeling that much. You don't really feel it all that much. Just a quick glitch right there. And I'm sure at that split second, all 4 tires are not making contact with the track. So just for that split second. Boy, I'll tell you what, the cars are all together here. Boyer kind of leading a second pack here, back of about a full second off of Dustin Hall right now. Hall staying right with this pack. He got up there and led the first 6 laps of the race and has not been able to get back to the front now. Feeling a whole lot different in that dirty air, let me tell you. Right along with Brian Jones here. He is staying right with our leader Josh Conover and just not letting him get away at all. And that might be done by design too. Conover might be just kind of saving his tires a little bit right now. He's not forcing the issue. Something you don't really want it. You don't want to get out there and abuse them tires, let me tell you. If you abuse them tires and wear them out, and then things just don't start going very good for you after that, because then you start falling backwards. Everybody's single file right now as they take lap 53. We're coming around to take lap number 54. We've had 2 cautions here tonight, one earlier for an accident and the stage caution. So not too bad. And we got 97 to go. Justin Hall. Go back here and check on Keegan Bitzer. Keegan picking up 4th position in the Reese's Chevrolet. Right behind him, Todd Schneider driving a Toyota tonight, the U-Haul Toyota. Yeah, that's not a bad looking truck either. Oh, they're all nice looking. What am I talking about, right? Corey Danielson, last one on the lead lap, but at least he's hanging with these guys this time. Also in a Toyota. But let's get back up front and see who's going to be able to hold them tires together long enough here to get to that second stage. We're looking for lap number 74 for the second stage. Conover won the first stage. And he's looking to try to make up as many points here tonight on Susie as he can possibly make up. It might be a good night for him to do it, being Susie does have damage and not being able to keep up with these guys. It'd be a good night for him to gain a few more points. At least gain them points plus a little bit more that he lost last week with Susie winning. Brian Jones has backed off just a little here now. Maybe he's figuring out, boy, if we got a long ways to go here before we get to that second stage. And if I go out here and burn up these tires, it ain't going to be long, and Ackerman's going to be right up my tailpipe. Yeah, it's been good racing, Napa. You got that right, man. This is the kind of racing that a lot of leagues dream of right here, having, these long green flag runs. Blade Timmons getting by Tyler Hargrove. Hasn't quite completed that pass yet, but it's close. And he gets it. Fly job up in front of Tyler Hargrove. And Blade Timmons into 4th after starting 11th today. Good run for Blade. Bruce Ackerman, high side, was trying to make a run there on Brian Jones, but Brian's been able to hold him off. Pretty much almost every lap he's been able to hold him off, but Bruce has not given up that without a fight. And boy, he just got a huge run out of turn 2. Look at this. Yeah, he's going to pass up Brian Jones. So Brian might have got out there and burnt them tires up a little bit. The Business Insider Chevrolet goes back to 3rd. Well, folks, I think before we get to that second stage, let's do a little crank it up here. I want to do a little crank it up. All right, Conover still leading. Now stretches that lead out to 1 second over Bruce Ackerman. And Blade Timmons now goes into third as he passes up Brian Jones. So Blade making his presence known here in the top three. Very good, very good. I like to see that. Good battle in between these guys too. All right, let's go back and check on Jake Boyer. Now Jake sitting in 8th place after starting 14th. That's actually a very good gain on the rest of the field up there. But he is running about 7.3 seconds behind the leader, Josh Conover now. Got a little company back here, Matt Stovall. Matt picked up 9 positions out here, so he's looking really good. And Chris Hughes actually dropping 3 positions back to 10th. And it looks like Josh might have had a moment there or something, because Ackerman actually closed in a couple of tenths on Josh Conover. It's like, okay, who saved the tires the best out here tonight? It's going to be very important if you save them tires coming down to the end of a stage run or whatever. And we're coming to 7 to go before we get to the second stage. And Conover with a 0.8 of a second lead. He's actually losing more ground. Even more ground there to Bruce Ackerman. Ackerman is coming. I'm sure he's driving the heck out of that right now to try to get up there. He wants a stage win. And again, they're about 2 seconds off of their pace, off their quickest laps out there. So they are losing a lot of ground to speed right now with these older tires. They got about 30 laps on them right now. Of course, a couple laps of that was caution. This is probably the shortest stage out of the 3 right here, because first one being 37. And this one here is 37 too, but green flag laps, you're only talking about maybe 32. Hey, Timmons just wants he wants to get up there and lead a lap and get a bonus point, I'm sure. Blade running 9th in the points coming into tonight, but he is 172 points back. So I'm not going to say he's eliminated from any chase or anything yet, because this is going to be very important for him to try to maybe gain a couple of positions here in the point. Maybe get by probably Alex Edelman, maybe. Alex is way back in 13th, so yeah, that would be 10 points he'd gain on him. And he's 6 points behind Edelman. Well, Josh Conover's starting to get some company, because Ackerman is closing the gap. Lap 72. A couple more laps here, they will throw the caution. And we'll be in stage 2, and let's see if Conover can win stage 2. He's looking pretty strong, but boy, I'll tell you what, Ackerman's ran him down here in the last few laps. I don't think he's got enough time here because they're coming to get the flag here for the second stage. And with the Conover right there, he's going to get it. But I'm telling you, Bruce Ackerman's done a heck of a job of staying with him. All right, that should be the caution. Yep. Very good.
Caution, yellow flag.
All right, your stage 2 winner, Josh Conover. Winning both stages so far. All right, Josh, what are you going to do for your next move now? Go out and win the race?
I hope so, man.
Well, congratulations on stage 2 win, man.
Thank you. Bruce is giving me a run for my money. I think he saved a lot better than I did that run, and I thought I was, saving pretty hard. But
yeah,
he closed up real quick there at the end. I almost got the wall, and that's all it takes is one bad corner.
Yep. Yeah, he was running you down big time, man. And I thought, okay, he's going to save that just to that last lap, and he tried. I think he was kind of getting to the point where his tires were getting worn out pretty bad too. But man, I'll tell you what, great job. Congratulations on stage 2 win there, Josh. Now you just got to go out and win this thing.
Yeah, I'm a little worried we're winning the wrong parts of the race here. I think I should have given up the stages to go for the race win, but no, I got my sponsor on board tonight, Darren Ward, 26 Promotions, 26 Esports. He should be actually tuned in watching right now, so I guess if there's a night you want to, sweep the stages, this is a good night to do it. So hopefully we can just save our right front a little bit and go after a race win too now.
Well, you've got 2 green and white checkered flags. Now you got to get the black and white checkered flag.
I hope. I know after the first stage I was talking about the playoff points with Susie, and now I should be, I think, 1 ahead of him. So now we need the 5 for winning the race, like you said. So.
All right. Well, good luck tonight.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Oh, Ackerman. Whoa, missed his pit stall. Ouch. That's going to hurt. All right, we had a couple of guys that did stay out. Todd Schneider stayed out. And Alex Edelman. They will have to pit, so I'm not sure why they stayed out, unless they just didn't want to come to pit road with all that confusion going on down there on pit road with everybody pitting like that. It's pretty confusing. You can miss your pit board real easily and miss your pit stall, and then you got to go back around after you've slowed down, and then you're going to wind up starting at the back of the field. So yeah, it's well, Josh Susie back on the lead lap, folks. Yeah, has made his, oh, he hasn't pitted yet. Okay, he's coming in. All right. But he is back on the lead lap. Good deal. I don't know. Schneider doesn't look like he is coming in. So let's see if we can, if I can find him in here. Where's he at? I don't see. He is not in here. All right. Well, how about Brian Jones? Let me see if I can find Brian here. Gosh, I don't see him either. Wow. A lot of guys are not in TeamSpeak. Well, I got a guy here. Maybe we can talk. I gotta bring him up here though. I hate this. All right, hold on. All right, Blade Timmons, you got a copy?
I got you, buddy.
Well, I'll tell you what, you've had a pretty fantastic run so far today. Tell me what the track feels like out there and what you got to do to win this thing.
It's all about saving tire here, man. I'm struggling a little bit on that aspect. It's loose at the beginning and it gets extremely tight with old tires trying to pass people. So I'm trying to find a fine balance to get up there and play with Josh and Bruce.
Well, you're up to 4th again. So, I mean, once you got inside that top 5, man, it was like, look out, Charlie, you're coming. And you've done a great job. But moving through the field like that at the beginning of the race was really awesome, the way you were making moves up through there. So keep up the good work, keep digging, Blade, and get that win under your belt.
Appreciate it, buddy.
All right, thanks for talking with us.
Yes, sir.
All right, Blade Timmons going to be starting in the 4th position. Yep, Josh Susi back on the lead lap. It looks like right now we've got everybody back on the lead lap. Todd Schneider's back on the lead lap. So 15 trucks still in the race, all of them on the lead lap. That's good. That's pretty awesome. And we are at just a tick past the halfway mark, folks. Hey, Steph, how you doing? Ooh, Alex Edelman coming in. Well, that's going to give the lead back to Josh Conover. So that's good. That even moves up Blade Timmons up to 3rd. I guess he'll be starting 3rd, I guess. I'm not sure. I would think the way they should line up. Well, the lights are out, folks. I don't see the lights flashing. Skies are getting darker, even though the lights haven't snapped on yet. The skies are starting to get dark here. All right, going to be 71 to go when they get the green. I'm doing good. All right, pace car's in. Green flag back in the air. And another huge jump there for Josh Conover. Kind of caught Brian Jones sleeping just a little bit right there. Uh-huh. Trying to stay with Conover right now. You don't even hear these guys lifting that much in the corners. But boy, once they get them a few laps on them tires, they are definitely lifting in the corner. He's just barely burping the gas right there, just a little bit, to kind of get that front end settled in. And once it does, he's just right back on it. So, very good job. Conover knows, man, he could be in trouble here. Brian Jones has been running so good today, making Josh Conover earned them 2 stages that he's won, and a big points night going to be here for him tonight. He said he thinks he's going to pass up Joshua Susi for the points lead. I guess that probably all depends on where Susi finishes. And we may have a challenge for the lead here. Brian Jones takes it to the bottom, and that leaves Josh Conover high side. Brian Jones takes it into the corner here pretty hard. And he's going to hold on to it, but boy, he has not completed that pass on Conover at all. Close right there. Oh my gosh, these guys are making me nervous. Brian finally figures, okay, I'm just going to ride here for a while You know, that's the kind of move, though, that you want to make when you really got them new tires. You want to go out there and try to do what you can while they're fresh. So he is all over the back there of Conover. Just staying right with him. Every move he makes, he's right there with him. Conover started 4th place, didn't take him long to get to the front. And in a couple more laps, folks, he will clinch the most laps led, providing Brian Jones doesn't pass him. He's got 2 more laps here, and he'll lead the most laps and clinch that title. Nobody will be able to beat it. Battle back here, Blade Timmons and Tyler Hargrove. Tyler finally got back inside the top 5. He kind of fell out of it for a little bit there, but he made it back in it. Martin Plute in 5th, picking up 5 positions, and he has a mirror full of Dustin Hall. Dustin got right out there the first thing tonight, led 6 laps, but now that he's in the dirty air, that truck's feeling a whole lot different. These 6 have pulled away a long ways from Bruce Ackerman. Ackerman having that bad pit stop there where he actually missed his pit stall and had to back up on pit road and get into his pit stall. So that really cost him bukus of time. But I'm still not sure why he had backed so far. And then we go back to Keegan Mitzer, Todd Schneider. These guys praying for a caution right about now. There's no more stage cautions, so the only caution they'll get out there right now is if somebody spins. Jake Boyer coming from 14th to 10th. And we got a pass here for the lead. Sorry I missed it. Back there looking at another battle. But Brian Jones to the lead. Man, what a move. A whole lot different now. Conover in the dirty air. But now roles are reversed. You see Josh not letting Brian get out there too awful far either. I think the guys might have learned a little something there from that last green flag run, how to save a little bit of tires. We've seen Brian Jones save enough to close the gap from, he was well over a second behind Josh Conover, closed that gap up and was battling them pretty hard right there just before the caution flew. Stage caution, that is. Blade Timmons coming alive here. He wants to get up there. He says, I want to join in on that party up there for the battle for the lead. Just hanging on a couple of tenths behind Conover. Here goes Conover looking to the inside of Brian Jones to retake that lead. Oh, by the way, he does lead the most laps here tonight. He does clinch that title. All right, Josh Conover back to the lead. Ackerman now 5.1 seconds behind the leader. Nobody to help him draft. He's all by himself. and continues to drop time on the track right now without that draft. All right, sorry, I had to get a drink there. Like I said, my voice is probably going to start going away here. Try to keep some water on it to keep her from going away. Doggone allergies anyhow, I'll tell you. It's been a rough year this year for allergies for me. I don't know if anybody else has been having that problem, but I sure have. What's kind of funny is I never had allergies when I was a kid. Never had allergies. I did have tonsillitis a lot, though. I mean, I don't know. You know, a lot of people probably, and I used to get sinus infections really bad when I was a kid. And I haven't had a sinus infection in a long time. Gosh, 25 years probably since I've had a sinus infection. But now I got these allergies that just kick my butt, man. When in the spring of the year like this, when pollen's out and the trees are coming alive, the grasses, and it just, man, it really tears me up. Well, let's go back and check on Joshua Susi. He's still hanging on in 13th place. And even though he's quite a ways behind that lead pack, at least he's picked up a lot of positions and made up a lot of positions out there. Gosh, about 4 or 5 positions he's made up by just getting back out there on the track. I know the truck looked pretty beat up and banged up and stuff there after hitting that wall. But he's still looking mighty strong out there in the U.S. Army Chevy. I knew I'd get that out sooner or later. Let's watch these guys go around here a couple times and see how they do. Gotta say, man, these guys are really tearing it up here tonight. Man, they're tearing it up. At 3 cautions, 2 of them were stage cautions. And 7 lead changes. But right now, Josh Conover in the lead has led to most laps, clinching that title for the night and won both stages. That's yeah, both stages. That's pretty amazing. Now he's just looking to maybe try to get a win out of this. I'm going to say they're probably going to go to probably about another 15 laps here. And we may see some of the guys come into pit road. That'll put them in the window, making it the rest of the way. And even a little extra just in case they need to get into the green-white checkers, because they do have unlimited green-white checkers. Blake Timmons gets around. Brian Jones and goes into second. So Blade's getting coming alive here in the closing lap. He's not been this close to the front tonight. Has not led any laps, so he would really like to get out there and get a bonus point out of this. Blade comes into tonight 9th in the points, 172 points back. So, you know, a win or second place would really be beneficial to him. And even leading a lap to get that bonus point out of the way, too. And they are going to be coming up on some lap traffic here, folks. And I believe that is Alex Edelman that's not too far ahead of him. It ain't gonna be long here. He's gonna have a mirror full of trucks trying to pass him. He's actually lifting a lot in the corners, so that's probably gonna help these guys catch him a lot quicker. All right, for about another 10 laps here, we'll see guys come to pit road. Anytime actually between 5 and 10. Here goes Blade Timmons to the lead for the first time today. And he is going to lead this lap, and he does get a bonus point out of that. Wow, what a run for Blade Timmons. He got down on the inside there of Josh Conover. Now Josh is going to have to hold that position. He needs to get back down to that bottom lane, but he might be up there trying to see if there's a way he could save some tires up on that high side. That would just be my guess. I mean, it's a good place to save tires, you know, if you can ride like that middle to high line. They've been running the low line pretty much most of the night, except for when they need to be passing somebody. Go back and check on a few other drivers here. Jake Boyer off the pace. He's got nobody helping him. Keegan Bitzer in the Reese Chevrolet in 9th. Still a good run for him, though, coming from 16th to 9th. That's pretty healthy. Todd Schneider, Matt Stovall. We ain't talked a whole lot about him tonight. Running in that nice-looking auto parts truck there, Nora. And Chris Hughes, not far behind him in the Valvoline Toyota. Don't you think it's kind of odd that nobody's running the new Ford? I mean, I'm not a Ford fan, but I think it's fine that, you know, kind of odd that nobody's running in the Ford. Josh Conover all over the back of Blade Timmons. Blade leading his first few laps here of the race. It took him this long to get to the front. And they're going to be catching Alex Edelman here to put him a lap down. Alex with a little bit of problems. I don't know what he's got, what he's got going on here. Could be maybe that little bit of damage on the back of the truck really making it difficult for him to hold his line. I don't know. But here comes the leader to make a pass on Alex Edelman and puts Alex a lap down. Wow, what a race, huh? Pretty amazing racing. Martin Plute up to 5th. And he's taking a look to the inside, or I'm sorry, on the outside there. It looks like Dustin Hall takes a look to the inside of Martin Plute. And he makes that pass. And, you know, Martin Ploop might be coming to pit road. He is. He's coming in to make his final pit stop. Wow, so we are starting to see some guys maybe pitting a little bit early, but sometimes those early pitters, it works out pretty good for them. The bad part is he's not going to have anybody to draft with unless he can come out and find a partner or somebody to work with a little bit. And he goes a lap down. Martin Ploop, 1 lap down now. Chris Hughes a lap down. Chris came to pit road. And yet again, Blade Timmons lead. Josh Conover second. Brian Jones. That's your top 3, folks. I will take a look at the top 5 here. How's that? There we go. We can see the top 5. Hargrove and Hall. All actually kind of not able to make up a lot of ground here. Kind of running all by himself. Front 4 just pretty much not quite nose to tail, but they are drafting pretty good here. Looks like Conover may be trying to save a little bit of fuel and tires until he can get through this pit stop. And they could be pitting any time now, folks. I think what they're staying out for right now, I believe, is hoping for a caution so they don't have to make that pit stop under green flag condition. Oh, Conover coming in.
Caution, yellow flag.
Oh, the caution just came out. You gotta be kidding me. I don't know where that caution was. Let's go see. Was it Brian Jones? I'm not quite sure who that was that caused that caution. It had to have been because the whole back of his truck caved in. And it looked like he might have been coming to pit road. Oh, yeah, right there. Yep, he got tagged by Tyler Hargrove when he was coming to pit road. Wow, did he get hit hard. So he got sideways just enough that he brought out the caution. Boy, good job by everybody. This is definitely going to change things up now because everybody's coming to pit road. It was about that time anyhow, so. Now everybody can make it from here. Now that doesn't include any green-white checkers, though. I mean, you may be able to make one green-white checker, maybe 2, but. All right, Blade Timmons out first. Tyler Hargrove out second. Well, let me see if I can get. Yeah, I'll jump down here real quick. Tyler Hargrove, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Wow, man, well, you've had a great run here tonight. Tell me about it.
Oh man, we're just trying to save tires on the short runs and be there at the end, make something of it. It's been a pretty fun track. I didn't expect to do well here, but it's not really my style. But I like the bumps, I like it rough, like a little tire wear, so it's just kind of falling into our hands.
Well, now I know, new tires and saving them tires is definitely a plus. But now you haven't had a chance to get out in clean air yet to feel what that feels like. Are you kind of thinking about maybe that if you could get out there, you might be able to pull away from the field?
Well, I think these top 4 or 5 guys we're so close in lap times, and everybody's just so talented. The clean air, my teammate was out front earlier for a little bit, and he said for sure you can definitely tell a difference. So, I mean, I'm going to try to get all we can get right here on this restart and get this nose clean and take it to the victory lane.
Well, I think that's what a lot of guys are really hoping for here tonight. You know, we've seen Dustin Hall was up there for a while and led some laps, and he's got back in the dirty air now, and I don't know if that's really tightened that truck up enough. But how much now that it's starting to get down to where the lights are going to be snapping on, or maybe they already are, snapped on a little bit, and the track pulling off, how much is it going to change this truck?
It's to me, I've had the aero push all night. So I think when you get within half a second of somebody, you have to really back the corner up and try to get a good run off. We'll see what these guys want to do right here on this restart. I know everybody's hungry for a win, get locked into the chase, and need some points. So hopefully we can just keep her in one piece and get across the line is our main goal.
All right, Tyler, I'll let you go. Thanks for talking with us, and good luck.
Thank you, sir. Have a good one.
All right, Tyler Hargrove will be starting in second on this restart. Blade Timmons in the front. I don't know if Blade's going to start on the outside or inside, but we're going to be inside. 30 to go here, folks, when they get the green. Well, this could wind up to be an interesting finish. Josh Conover, I'm sure he's going to want to try to get to the front. He's won both stages. Looking to try to get the win here tonight to pull away from Joshua Susi. And guess where Susi's at? He is not far behind him, lurking here in 9th place. So he has made up a ton of ground. From that spin earlier, got all that damage. He's been trying to get as much fixed up under caution that he could possibly get fixed up. But the truck still has an awful lot of damage on the rear and some on the right front. So I don't know. We'll have to see what Susi can do, if he can maybe salvage a podium finish out of this or a top 5. Maybe just luck out and hold on to a top 10. We'll see what happens. And it looks like Blake Timmons may be starting on the outside here. All right, lights are out, folks. We're going green this time by. We'll restart on lap 121. Well, we haven't seen any really horrendous wrecks here tonight. It's been really clean racing. I mean, really clean. Gosh, like the likes I haven't seen in quite a while. So this is really something different, where we haven't seen trucks all tore up, but we have lost 3 drivers here tonight. Torn Shirt, Nathan Shiflett, and Joshua Banks all out of the race. Okay, pace car heads in, and what could be the final restart here. Green flag is in the air. Dustin Hall makes it back into the 4th place, but here comes Bruce Ackerman to the inside. Oh, Conover! Conover, he's not going to save it, and that's going to bring out a caution. It looks like that truck he got into some dirty air there on them new tires and saved it, but he got tagged from behind. So let's see what happens here to Josh Conover. And this was right on the restart, and this was not, they did not have any warmth or heat built up in them tires. They weren't even warm yet. Oh, he caught the apron right there. That's what upset that truck, and he got out of shape. And he gets a little help there from Bruce Ackerman. I'm sure it was unintentional. It was just nowhere for Bruce to go right at that second. So, but no damage. No damage. Other than maybe getting some new tires, I think he'll be all right. Well, driver I wanted to talk to, if he doesn't pit, let me go down. I'm going to go down here and see if I can get a hold of Brian Jones. I don't think he's going to pit. Brian Jones, you got a copy?
Yes, sir. I got you.
Brian, you were a thorn in Conover's side there for a while, man. That was some good racing up there. And you tried your darndest to get up there and get that second stage win away from him. Tell me about that and what that would have meant to you to get that second stage win.
Well, I really need the points, so every point matters at this point. You know, I was just trying to stay on him as tight as I could and use the draft, try and save the tires in the turns, but it didn't work out.
So definitely saving tires was what got you there, because you ran him down.
Yeah, you know, if you back up the turns a little bit, you can really use the draft here. The draft is surprisingly strong at this track, and I was just trying to use it to my advantage.
Very good. I'll tell you what, excellent job out there tonight. I got to give a lot of credit to you, man. You've really outdone yourself here tonight. But now you're going to be restarting back in 10th. Dirty air seems to be a factor here tonight. How much is that going to hinder you to get back to the front?
Well, passing maybe 2 or 3 cars isn't going to be too bad, but it's those last 5 or 6 cars that's going to be pretty tough. I got some damage on the rear end from that last caution, 2 cautions ago. We'll see how tough it's going to be.
All right, buddy. Well, I'll let you go. Good luck out there the rest of the race then.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. All right, there he is, folks. Hard at it. Brian Jones going to be restarting in 10th. Right now, Blade Timmons looking to get a win. Let's see if he can do it here as we get ready to go back green. These cautions are what's killing us, though, because they're like extra long here tonight for some reason. Blade Timmons clutching it, saving a little gas. I don't think gas is going to be an issue here tonight, but they do have unlimited green-white checkers. So if they would need a green-white checkered, you want to make sure you've got the fuel for it. Because if you pit, you're going to have to come from the back of the field. So I think that might have been a smart move for Blade Timmons here. He is clutching the truck here. He may not be the only one. I don't hear any of these other guys doing that. Nope. Blade Timmons doing it, clutching it. Well, some people like me, I don't have the fancy equipment. I don't have a clutch. Yeah, I use the paddle shifter or the stick shifter, so I don't have a clutch. It's just a blip shift. Well, the lights have come on, the skies have darkened, beautiful sunset there. Looks pretty awesome in the clouds. Anybody watched the NASCAR race today and seen Ryan Blaney with that win at the end? That was a phenomenal finish. Just a phenomenal finish. And won by 7/1000ths of a second over Ricky Stenhouse, I think it was. There was a bunch of them that piled up right at the end there. My driver, Martin Truex, he got involved in that and wound up finishing 25th. Ouch. All right, folks, the lights are out. Let's see if we can finish this up without any more cautions here, guys. 25 to go right now. All right, with the 2 stage cautions out of there, we've only had 3 cautions tonight. That's pretty impressive for 125 laps. Pretty impressive. These guys are phenomenal drivers. You got to be in these trucks because they're a handful. All right, Blade's going to start on the inside this time. Tyler Hargrove outside. Bruce Ackerman, Dustin Hall, Jake Boyer, Keegan Bitzer up to 6th. Joshua Susi 7th. And now Josh Conover is going to be at the back of the field, folks. Ouch. All right, here we go. Pace car's in. There goes Blake Timmons. And the green flag's back in the air. I'll tell you what, Bruce Ackerman is staying all over the back here of Blake Timmons. Susie trying to make a comeback up to 7th. Boy, they're 3 wide back here, folks. 3 wide. Holy smoke. They know it's go time now. Outside, Corey Danielson. Oh, we got a spin there. Is that a spin or is it a close call? Schneider, he saves it down on the apron, but no caution, folks. There were 3 wide and a little contact was made there, but good save. We got one off in the grass there too. Brian Jones, what? And Joshua Susi, what happened there? Let's go see what happened. And no caution either. Susi back here. Let's see what happened. Because Brian Jones is coming up on him. There had to have been some contact. Goes to the inside. Oh, a little blocking going on there. Oh, that's what happened. Ooh. Ooh, wow. Look at that. That was pretty cool. Synchronized wheelies. Nobody really hit the wall hard or anything. I think Brian Jones might have touched the wall, but he didn't really hit it that hard. But, wow, no caution for that. That was a heck of an impressive save there on both of their parts. But golly, man, Brian Jones drove it in there a little too deep on Susi. Susi's been the punching bag here tonight. Conover now back up to 7th. $20 laps to go, coming to 19 to go. This time by for Blade Timmons, and he has about a 0.6 of a second lead over second place. All right, Bruce Ackerman now challenging again here for second place. Jake Boyer up into the window here of second place. This is, oh man, good save there by Bruce Ackerman. That truck was going. And they're 3 wide here for 4th place, folks. Holy smoke. Tyler Hargrove up the middle. And Dustin Hall on the bottom. Oh, a little push up the hill. That opens the bottom back up. Golly, man, these guys are doing some major blocking and stuff going on out here right now. Bruce Ackerman all over Hargrove. And also Dustin Hall all over the back of Bruce Ackerman. Golly, here he goes looking to the inside, and Ackerman closes that door up. Keegan Bitzer back here, Napa's favorite car right there, favorite truck, favorite paint job, running the Reese's paint team on there, picking up 10 positions, probably the biggest mover out there tonight, or one of the biggest, I'd say. 10 positions, that's a lot of positions he's picked up. But Keegan Bitzer, and he could really use it. He come into tonight 13th in point. Right, here goes Conover to the inside, and that would be for 6th. It doesn't look like Keegan's gonna battle him too awful hard right there. He lets Conover get by, so Josh goes into 6th. All right, Jake Boyer, 2nd place. And Tyler Hargrove, these guys battling it out here for 2nd. As Blade Timmons gets away, he's stretched that lead out to almost a full 2nd now over Jake Boyer. Jake, another big mover, coming from 14th to 2nd, so that's 12 positions. I guess that would make him about the biggest mover out there right now. Side by side with Tyler Hargrove. Hargrove trying every trick in the book to get by him. He's just throwing the book at him. Said, come on, we got to get this. Oh, he catches the apron, slides up the hill a little bit, and has to get out of the gas. And they almost go 3 wide. A little block there on Bruce Ackerman. Ackerman probably not going to be too happy about that block, because he had a run on him. So Ackerman's going to try the high side here, maybe. I don't know, Hargrove, I don't know if that's going to work out, but he does get a run on Boyer, and he does complete the pass on Boyer. And now Ackerman's trying it. All right, Napa. Hey, thanks for hanging out, man. Have a good night. Conover up to 5th. He even passed Dustin Hall to get there, so Conover on the move. He's still got a long ways to go to get the Blade Timmons. 2.1 seconds up the Blade. And that's like a forever up there, you can bet. Blade Timmons just checking out on the field. Here it comes up on, that is Joshua Susie. Susie running in last place. He's still on the lead lap, but barely. Car seemed like he wasn't up to speed there, but it's like he almost like he kicked in the afterburners just to stay ahead of the leader. And he's blocking or something here. He's just not letting Blade Timmons get that run on him. There, he got him. Oh, man, and Susie comes back. He does not want to go a lap down just in case a caution would come out. Wow, look at these 2 yellow trucks battling each other here. And Blade does get by finally, but Susie right there. Is there going to be any contact between them two? I don't think so. It looks like Blade's going to be able to keep that position and stay ahead of him. So Susie 1 lap down. Here comes Tyler Hargrove. Now Tyler's going to have to battle with Susie to get by him if he has any chance at all to get up there and do anything with Blade Timmons. But with that battle there between Blade Timmons and Joshua Susie, that allowed Tyler Hargrove to close that gap up by almost a half a second. Conover now into third as he passes Bruce Ackerman. Still a solid run for Josh Conover, even though he had that one moment. Still a solid run, man. What a comeback for him. We'll call him the comeback king here tonight, because that was a heck of a comeback. One heck of a comeback. Blade Timmons, Tyler Hargrove. Now Tyler trying to get underneath Joshua Susi. Susi don't really have to battle him that hard. That is, you know, they're not racing for position there, so Susi gets out of the way and lets Tyler Hargrove go by, but Susi comes up on the back of him. Oh my gosh, a little bump drafting going on there, maybe almost contact into the corner, but Hargrove does complete the pass on Susi. Now here comes Josh Conover. He's got 5 laps. If he's got anything left in there, any tires left, throw it all out there now. He's got nothing to lose by just throwing it in there. Driving the wheels off of that truck tonight. He has done an amazing job getting back up through this field and put himself back on the podium. But Blade Timmons looking to capture the win here tonight and hopefully move himself up quite a bit in the point. Well, like he said, this would lock him into the chase. If he can win here tonight, he would be locked into the chase. And the chase starts in August 24th starts the chase, and they will be a gateway then. So we got a lot of races to go. Well, 4 more races, excuse me, to go through between now and then. Pocono, Kentucky, Eldora, and Michigan. Eldora is going to be fun. They'll be running the dirt truck. Yeah. Well, these trucks, but they're made for dirt. Hargrove looking in his rearview mirror, and he sees Josh Conover coming. I just don't think Conover's going to have enough time to get there. He's running out of time. Coming to 2 to go this time by for Blade Timmons. 3 cautions tonight, folks, in 150 laps. That's amazing. You talk about green flag racing deluxe. That was pretty amazing. Doesn't look like Hargrove's got anything for him. He'll be getting a white flag next time by for Blade Timmons. Hargrove trying, but just does not have any tires left on that truck to get up there and battle with him. And Conover not closing the gap anymore on Tyler, so Tyler's a little more relieved to not see Conover right in his rearview mirror. Not right in his mirror, I mean. But he's there, but he's not right in on top of him. Final lap here tonight for Chicagoland. And again, another race in the books for these guys, not having to use any green-white checkers. Can you believe it? All right, coming out of turn 4 for the final time, Blade Timmons gonna capture his win here tonight, locking himself into the chase and bringing home the victory. Congratulations to Blade Timmons. Very good. That was awesome, man. That was one awesome race, I'm telling you. I don't care what anybody says. That was an awesome race. Well, we'll get these guys down here in just a minute, so hang on, folks. All right, we caught up with tonight's winner, Blade Timmons. Man, you did it. You locked yourself in just like you said you would.
Yeah, absolutely, man. It's a hard fought race. I had a little bit of help from my teammate, kind of held the field off so I could run away with it. And had a little late race incident there at the end, kind of caused them to close in on me. But well, what's the word I'm looking for? We overcame it, so that's a good thing.
Oh yeah. Well, overall, you stayed inside that top 10 all day and was a factor. And that really kind of set the tone for you. And it looked like you were showing a little bit of a restraint there, maybe to not get out there and push the truck too awful hard. Save them tires. We all know that saving them tires is going to be the key to winning a race here. And man, you did an amazing job at it. Just the tires were the issue here tonight. I think we can all agree on that. Tires were the main issue. You got out.
Absolutely.
Once you got out in clean air, how much better did that truck feel?
Oh man, it's night and day. The aero tightness was a real doozy tonight when you got in a pack and tried to pass, and especially if you had any tire wear. So that clean air, man, that thing's nice. I enjoyed that for the little bit of time I did have it.
I'll bet, man. Well, congratulations to you, Blade. You lock yourself into the chase. So before you go celebrate that, anybody you want to give a thank you to?
Just my teammates, man. They make it possible. I mean, we all work together and we strategize together, and we made it possible tonight to lock it into the chase. And I appreciate Josh for putting on everything. So, I mean, I appreciate you for being up there in the booth and taking time out of your night to broadcast these races, man.
Well, I enjoy it. Especially races like this. This was an amazing race, man. You guys did an awesome job. 3 cautions here tonight. Plus the 2 stage cautions, but 3 cautions. I mean, that's almost unheard of in 150 laps, and especially at a track that's as tough as this track is. It can be fun. It can be an easy track, but it's a pretty tough one when you really, really sit down and think about it.
Yeah, man, absolutely. I mean, these guys race hard, but we do race clean. I mean, we do get into each other, and we do get a little aggravated with each other. But I mean, as far as that goes, we race hard. We try to keep it clean. If we know we're fixing to wash up into somebody, we usually just kind of get out of it and just take the L for that lap and try it again the next.
Well, what's your thoughts on Pocono next week?
Oh, I'm not too excited. I'm not a big Pocono fan, but I'm gonna try to get some practice in and get after it and see if I can't be in victory lane 2 weeks in a row.
Be awesome. All right. Well, Blade, go celebrate that win, and we'll see you next week at Pocono.
All right, buddy. I appreciate it.
All right. Tyler Hargrove, you got a copy.
Yes, sir. How you doing?
2nd place for you, brother. Man, that was a good run. You come from 5th. You kind of fell out of the top 5 there for a while. Was that by design? Did you kind of do that on purpose, or?
Absolutely not. These guys, man, they're so talented. When you let one guy by you, they'll freight train you all the way back to the rear if they can. So.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
You just got to stay alive as long as you can, and then just pick back through there.
Yeah. Well, you did an amazing job bringing home 2nd here tonight. Are you happy with that finish after all you went through?
Absolutely. I've had a string of bad luck here for a while, and I missed a couple races doing some other things, so I got myself behind the 8 ball in points. So trying to make my way back up to the top 10 so I can get into the chase. Would have been nice to have one tonight, but just didn't have enough laps. I was catching old Blade there a little bit at a time, but no way I had enough laps. And by the time I caught Blade, Josh came from the back of that last restart and was right there nipping at the bit. So,
yep. Well,
it's fun.
How do you run at Pocono? Is that you like that track, or
dread it?
You dread it. Everybody's dreading Pocono, man. And, it's kind of one of them tracks where believe me, all the leagues that I've broadcasted in 8 years I've been doing this, I hear, guys like Darlington and stuff like that. Well, just kind of a little story here, but guys, man, Darlington. Come to race time, nobody shows up. I thought you loved Darlington.
Sure.
And I hear that about Pocono too. Oh, Pocono. Oh, that's my favorite track. They don't show up for the race though. So
sure.
But yeah, it is a tough track. When you got 3 distinctive corners like that, it's a very tough track. But we can't wait to see what you guys do next week, man. If you can run 150 laps here at this tough track and the competitiveness that you guys showed tonight, and you take that into next week at Pocono, it's going to be an exciting race. So, well,
Yeah, I look
any,
forward to it, but I just hope we can get some more green flag laps because them caution laps will be forever there at Pocono.
oh, I know it. Yeah, they're like 2-minute caution laps.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Indianapolis, same
Sure.
way. 2-minute laps.
Yep.
All right. Well, who you got to thank for this second place then, Tyler?
I'd like to thank everybody at Turn 5 Sim Sports, all the guys on the team, and RacingBiz.com for giving me a shot to come on board and sponsor me for this season. So I'd like to thank Josh and everybody at Nora for all they do, all the admins and stuff. It's tough 3 nights a week, gathering all these guys together and keeping us as clean as we are. It's a tough job, and they do a great job at doing it.
Yes, sir. All right. Well, go celebrate that second place, and we'll see you next week at Pocono then,
See
Tyler.
y'all. Y'all have a good one.
Thank you. All right, here we go. We're coming to the man I think that took over the points here, winning the first 2 stages of this race, but couldn't pull out the win here tonight. Not for lack of trying, though, Josh. Man, you were really bringing it on there in them closing laps.
Yeah, I called it in the stage 2 win interview. I think I was winning the wrong ones, and then
Yep.
I don't really know. I don't know if it's a mixture of my field of view, single monitor, whatever. I couldn't see the apron, and then Tyler drifted up a little bit, and then by the time I saw it, I was in it, and just it was on from there. And luckily, didn't have too much damage, but
Yeah.
that late in the
Yeah.
race, you can't make the mistakes, and I made the mistake, and Blade capitalized.
Well, from my point of view, and and I'm not an admin and I don't make the calls, but from my point of view, it looked like, when you caught the apron there, he had nowhere to go. I mean, it was, it happened right. He was right on your tail when it happened. So, I mean, it was really like no fault of his, that he got into you. But with you guys racing that hard, man, I can see where it's easy to catch the apron here. But I think you kind of learned your lesson on that one real quick, didn't you?
Oh yeah, no, like I wasn't saying it was Bruce's fault. I kind of told him in the room too. I caught the apron. It happened so quick. There's not much, like you said, he could really do.
Yep.
It just started skating and then went up the track, and I saw everybody behind me. So it's either lock it down and hopefully don't get hit, or stay in it and kind of try and spin across the track like I did. And luckily it spun me down the track out of everybody's way, so I didn't really have too much damage. But yeah, like you said, it wasn't for lack of trying though. That's probably
Yeah.
I've run in a long time trying to get through the field and just ran the laps. I know Tyler and I both kind of closed in there. It would have been interesting with about another, I wouldn't even say 5 laps, maybe just 3 or even 2, just to kind of see. But
Yeah.
like I said, you got to go mistake free, especially in our truck series. And I was good up until that point, and like I said, Blade was there to capitalize.
Well, that was a heck of a comeback, though. Like you said, you passed a lot of trucks to get back up there to where you were at. And you heard what Tyler said. He was looking in that rearview mirror, kept seeing you get bigger and bigger, and there was just nothing more he could do. He was trying everything he had to catch up to Blade and just couldn't quite do it. But man, I'll tell you what, great comeback, Josh. What's your thoughts on Pocono next week?
We'll see. I actually missed our Pocono race last year, so I don't, I can't even go back to last year and kind of look at the notes and go
Oh
off
yeah.
last year. So, and that's kind of at a disadvantage. I won't be home all week, so I'll have to see what I can do Sunday night, maybe run an official or two and see
Wow.
what's going on. But it's one of those where I kind of like it. To me, it's more of like a driver's track. There's more
Right.
to make a mistake and more chances to lose time because just the straightaways are so long, especially in the trucks. It's momentum, and you just gotta try and gain all the speed you can. So it'll be fun to kind of see what happens for sure. Hopefully, we can get a couple more trucks out there. I mean, I know you said I may have taken the point lead from Susie, but I would have rather raced him for it. I know he got a wreck earlier, I'm pretty sure, but I kind of mentioned it after the first stage, for how tough this field is. Every playoff point's going to matter. Blade just got 5 for winning, and he's locked in now, so he's good. So it's going to tighten up, that 10th place battle for points or for playoffs. And then between me and Susie too, you know, I think it's another 5 points or something for the regular season championship. But you know, those 5 points could be huge. You know, it could be the difference from you going home round one, you know, after a bad race or two, and it could be, you know, if you go in by 4 and advance, you know, by 4 points after a bad race, you're looking back like, well, you know, those 5 points just saved me from being knocked out by 1 or 2. So
Yeah.
I guess all in all, not a bad night. You know, obviously winning both stages is good. Just wish I could have capped it off, but
Yep.
I guess coming through the field at the end, like you said, past a lot of trucks, a lot of good trucks too. You know, it's not like, you know, anybody's a slouch in here. So
Yeah.
I guess we'll kind of hang our heads high and keep our chin up, and we'll see what happens next week, I
Oh,
guess.
yeah. Well, you got some interesting tracks coming up here, Pocono, Kentucky, and then Eldora. How well you think you'll run there at Eldora?
I'm confident about that one. I will say this year has quite a few more dirt oriented guys, I guess we'll say. I know Hargrove's one of them for sure. I know he's got it circled on his calendar. Myself, Jake, Dustin Hall. Trying to look to see at the list, see who else there is. I mean, you know, it's just that's kind of one of those things too, where you never know who you're going to get as an outsider to come down and run, you know, and kind of spoil the party for us title guys. So,
Yeah.
you know, I know Jake's got that one circled for him. He had a great run tonight, you know, a couple stage points plus 5th. So,
Mhm.
I mean, I run dirt in real life, so I want to say, you know, it's a good shot for me. But like I said, Hargrove and Dustin and Boyer and them guys, they all have it circled too. So it's going to be a fun night.
Yeah.
You know, you're going to see a couple guys just, you know, logging laps, going for points, and you're going to see guys like I said, like me again, Hargrove, Boyer, Hall, probably throwing some massive slide jobs and going for broke, trying to get that win, and you know, either lock yourself in or in my case, try and get more points to better myself for the chase.
Very good. All right, Josh. Well, congrats on third tonight, and good luck next week at Pocono.
Thanks, man. Real quick, just like I always do, I want to thank you for the broadcast. I always love coming back and watching, especially tonight. I feel like it was the best run I've had since you've come on board. So go back and watch it. You know, I like watching everybody, kind of seeing what I can look for as an admin and stuff. And then, like I said, in the one stage break interview, I had my sponsor on the truck tonight, 26 Promotions, 26 Esports on Facebook. Darren's doing a lot for real world racing, and then also the virtual side. He does a great job. You know, he's supporting me, so I try and support him whenever I can. So you know, that would have been a good one to win too. But you know, we'll take third, and like you said, we'll kind of head to Pocono next week as we're getting closer to the playoffs, and we'll see what happens. Like I said, I just want to thank you, and especially Darren, for all you guys do, and like Tyler said, just everybody that showed up and continues to support us. You know, it's what we're trying to do: put on good shows, clean shows, and have some fun. And tonight was definitely fun.
Well, they are at that. I'm telling you, man, some great clean racing out there. So, all right. Well, thanks for talking with us, and we'll see you next week then, Josh.
Yes, sir. See you next week.
All right. Let's run down through the final results here, folks. Blade Timmons coming home with the win here tonight. Tyler Hargrove in second. Josh Conover will finish in third. Bruce Ackerman fourth. Jake Boyer fifth. Martin Plute will start or finish in sixth place, not start, finish. Keegan Bitzer, seventh. Alex Edelman, eighth. Matt Stovall will finish ninth. Chris Hughes, 10th. Dustin Hall finishes 11th. Todd Schneider, 12th. Corey Danielson, 13th. Brian Jones, 14th. Joshua Susi was our points leader. Well, I'm not sure how the points are going to shake out, but he's going to finish back in 15th place, man. That's going to be a heartbreaker for him. Torn Shirt, 16th. Nathan Shiflett, 17th. And Joshua Banks, 18th. Chad Engel did not start the race. All right, well, folks, congratulations to our winner here, Blade Timmons. Thank you all for watching tonight. We really do appreciate it. Give us a thumbs up on the video. And don't forget to subscribe while you're here. And until next time, folks, stay safe and have a good night.